3 to 5 years. Exploring spatial thinking outdoors. The Count Play Explore logo appears in the lower right corner with the words Count, Play, Explore for early education. Outside, an educator stands facing a line of children.
First, we're going to go over what our obstacle course is, right?
While the educator describes off-screen the parts of the obstacle course, still images appear of the children moving along those obstacle course parts. A still image depicts two children standing on a low balance beam created with long plastic blocks that curve and slope.
First, we're going to start and we're going to walk on the steps, on the colored steps. You're going to try to balance, okay?
Still image. 3 children walk along the balance beam. One has their arms held out, creating a T shape with their body. Their feet are on either side of the balance beam.
When you step off of the last red step, you're going to hop into the hula hoops, okay?
Still image. On the grass, there is a row of 8 hoops followed by a gray block and 3 cones. Still image. A child walks through the hoops. In the background, several children move along a balance beam while a couple of children approach it. The educator watches from the side. Still image. Several children hop from hoop to hoop. In the background, children complete the balance beam.
You're going to hop into each one of the hula hoops.
The educator stands by the balance beam and watches children step off the balance beam and run through the hoops. One child is turned sideways and takes side steps to cross the balance beam.
And look, some friends tried going sideways, side to side on here, on the balance beam. Side to side, and they said it was easier.
Still image. A child's feet are in the final hoop. They are bent over with their hands on the gray block. In the background, children are standing in the other hoops.
Then you're going to go to the cones. There's one step before the cones. A gray step. You're going to step on that. You get to the cones. We're going to zigzag.
Still image. A child runs between the cones. Behind that child, another child steps from the last hoop onto the gray block.
We're going to go zigzag through the cones.
Still image. A child runs to the side of one cone.
Then you keep running around the sandbox, and you're going to jump over or step over the bars.
Still image. A child leaps over a bar held up by 2 cones.
You can try to fit under, see if your body fits under.
Still image. A child positions their torso to the ground as they crawl under a bar held up by 2 cones. In the next scene, 2 children are running a zigzag pattern between cones.
I'm gonna go under the bar.
There are 2 poles set up several paces from each other. The first is a bar held up by cones. The second is a bar held up by cones that has been placed on gray blocks to make it higher. A child jumps over the first bar, followed by a second child. A third child steps in front of the other 2 before they reach the second bar and kneels down to crawl under it. Their head bumps the bar. The cones and bar topple off the gray blocks.
There you go. It's a little bit higher. Can you try to go under? Can you try to go under that one?
The educator reaches down and places the bar and cones back on the gray blocks.
Maybe it's, whoops. Maybe it's way too hard. Let's try again. I'll hold it.
The educator holds the cone on one block as a child reaches out to hold the cone on the other block to keep the bar in place. The child moves over to hold the bar, and a third child walks over to hold the cone. The child who first tried to go under the bar crawls under.
All right, go. Okay, somebody else hold it on that side. After you finish the bars, there's going to be the red tunnel between the hills.
A child emerges from a long, red tunnel followed by 3 other children. An educator stands at the end of the tunnel, clapping as children emerge.
After you finish the tunnel, you're going to balance on the balance beams on the octagon.
Still image. A long, low balance beam is created by placing 2 wooden balance beams together. One child steps off of the balance beam while another is on the first balance beam about to step onto the second one.
And then you're going to go up the hill
Still image. Two children are shown running up a small grassy hill.
Down the slide and start over.
A child slides down the slide, followed by a second child. Credits. A special thanks to the children, families, and staff of the Office of Fresno County Superintendent of Schools Lighthouse for Children Child Development Center, without whose help these videos would not have been possible. The Count, Play, Explore logo appears in the lower right corner with the words Count, Play, Explore for early education.